outgoing Commander Kenya Army, Lieutenant General Walter Aria Koipaton, Deputy Army Commander, Vice Chancellor, National Defense University, Kenya, Commandant, NDC, Commandant, KMA, GOCs, General Officers, Formation Commanders, Chief of Branches, Senior Officers, son of Mwak, Madam Tapida Kibochi, and our esteemed team, DFSM, ESM, our dear families present, warrant officers, senior NCOs, and service members present. Good afternoon. Good afternoon once again. Kenya Army. Kenya Army. Allow me at this moment, first and foremost, seek to reflect on ourselves as individuals, be it uniformed personnel and our families. Because if we look into ourselves, we come from every corner of this great country. And God saw it fit for us to come together, join KDF, and most importantly, Kenya Army, and therefore become one family. I also want to recognize the families, because when they joined us, whether they are here or the ones in our families, they accepted to be part and parcel of this great family of Kenya Army. I would also want to thank Commander Kenya Army, the CDF, Defense Council, and also the Commander-in-Chief for having the confidence and trust to see that I can take up the challenge of being the Army Commander, and I'll remain indebted to all of them. To the families led by Mwak, I know the outgoing commander has also mentioned about you, but there is a special element in you that has really touched us as the leadership and the family of KDF. You have allowed us the opportunity to work well. You have also complemented in command, and I want to believe our welfare now is well positioned due to your input. Continue with the same spirit. I know, sir, at this particular moment, it's a great moment when we witness the transition of leadership of Kenya Army. But I want to reflect on, again, things which I've seen in you as a commitment, fair, resilience, and you are out to give the best to the Kenya Army. You have lived the true to the vision and mission of the Kenya Army by always endeavoring and ensuring that the arrowhead is sharpened. You remain an embodiment of success, especially in operations you initiated and oversaw during your tenure. Recalling the process of handover takeover, when it commenced, I clearly remember your deliberate brief on what are the projections, the vision of the Kenya Army. Also, you brought out the deployments of our troops across the country. The plans in place to further Kenya Army, and even the challenges also, you did not state, but on the challenges, you also brought out very clearly the mitigating plans in place so that we can overcome them. Mine is to promise you that I will follow the same trajectory so that the Kenya Army reaches where the vision and desires of the leadership is. You also never took tired. Because I recall after the brief you said, the best place to understand where Kenya Army is going to the Arrowhead. And as you correctly said, we visited depots, a lot of FOBs, we visited them, the close-ups as well, Operation Amani Boni, the security arrangement for LAPSET, as well as the LNC FOBs. Because you are convinced the best to do it was by going and seeing, understanding the plans in place, what is happening, and then so that you can have a projection and plans of where the army requires to be. You have done an excellent job leading these great men and women during a very dynamic and complex security situation. But what I can see and what I can say, you should be proud of all the accomplishments the Kenya Army has achieved during your tenure. After your 4 years of stewardship, you are leaving a stronger army, an army that is founded on professionalism and able to respond to any crisis or any developmental plans or tasking allocated to the army. We have seen enormous patriotism in defending the territorial integrity of our country against external aggression and aiding the civil authorities whenever called upon as enshrined in the Constitution of Kenya. As a result, you have always guarded the interests of our great country, Kenya, and your father endeavored and indeed sharpened the arrowhead. Allow me to appreciate the great work that was done by the commanders at different levels, the trainers, the staff, officers, and staff personnel at Headquarters Kenya Army for supporting the outgoing commander to steer the army in all ways to ensure that the army stands strong in day-to-day endeavors. I request that you extend the same support and cooperation to me. I would also want to express my deep personal appreciation, gratitude in the manner in which the commander personally took me through over the years in mentorship. I have consulted you in many times, and you are always keen to hear. As we continue to visit various areas, I remember sharing with you the early moments of the night, of the day that you used to call me just to understand where we were and what we are progressing in my previous deployment. For the leadership of various formations, as I have mentioned earlier, I would also want to assure you the same commitment that the commander hand to you through guidance, I will also offer you. So my doors will remain open so that we can continue with the same arrangements. I understand there are a lot of challenges we are facing today, but with the plans in place and teamwork, we shall overcome. And therefore, the challenges shall always be met with a clear, open, a focused mind, effective partnership, and synchronized efforts from all corners. We shall continue providing deterrence, confronting us, as well as the diverse demands of irregular and hybrid warfare. Our ability to respond when called depends on the skills and dedication of the great men and women serving the army. Outgoing Commander, sir, I know you have taken me through a lot. But there is nothing that we can offer you at this particular moment. What we can do is to offer prayers to you, seek God's blessings and good health when you are going to your next commitment. You are served in this nation with great honor, and therefore it's our prayer that once you move to the next commitment, which usually is our 5th pillar of training, the resettlement is our 5th pillar of training. So we pray for you that you have enough energy and strength to be able to effect or implement that next commitment. And to our command group and staff of the headquarters, I call upon, we offer Commander the prayers, and also I would want to urge you that we continue with the same spirit that you set and rhythm, trajectory, so that we can get to the next level of the Kenya Army. With those few remarks, allow me also to recognize, I think our families, I know, we are not able to do whatever we are doing if it is not with your support. I came with my wife, Mercy. She's Mercy Bogo. I know many of you call me Njiru, but she's Mercy Bogo. We have our firstborn daughter, Lorraine, our second daughter, Dolene, and our lastborn, who is a son, Raya. So for me, at this particular moment, is just to say, I am joining a working system. I'm joining an headquarter that is functional, professional, or committed to its work. And therefore mine, I is just to continue with the same trajectory that the Kenya Army, led by the outgoing army commander, the trajectory it was following